Should Manchester United keep Erik ten Hag? After winning the FA Cup final, many Manchester United fans have got on board with Erik ten Hag and want him to stay at the club. Now, for me, I've always said I would give Erik ten Hag one more season at the club and see what he can do. I think if you look at his seasons at Manchester United, yes, this season hasn't been the greatest, but we come out of it with the FA Cup trophy, beating one of the best teams that football's ever seen in Manchester City, ending unbeaten runs for certain players, and in the manner which we've broken down our Manchester City team. If you look at last season, we had an FA Cup final again. Unfortunately, lost it. We had a Carabao Cup final in which we won. And you look at this season, the amount of injuries that we've had. You look at in that one game yesterday against Manchester City with Varane Martinez being available, that massive shift and change that made for Manchester United. You look at having a fully fit 11 and how that massively changed. And that just comes back from the centre-back partnership having a big impact on the team. Listen, I think Erik ten Hag, he keeps saying that he's building a project and he's here to stay. Ineos have reportedly told him that directly, that he is the man to take them forward. And after winning that FA Cup final, he probably knows that he will probably be in the job. And I think he deserves it. I think if you keep Erik ten Hag, and it goes wrong next season, then you have certainly 100% right to sack him. But in his first season, he won a Carabao Cup trophy. Second season, won an FA Cup final. That's more trophies than Arteta in 2 years. Two trophies in 2 seasons for Erik ten Hag. You look at before he came to Manchester United, we were 6 years without a trophy. He's got us 2 in 2 years. Now, I certainly think we can build on from this season, get a few players in, get players back from injury. And I do certainly think we can be a top team. I think if you look at the vision Erik ten Hag is setting, we played some really good possession football yesterday. And you look at the way he tactically out-battled Pep Guardiola, it was absolutely brilliant. He used Bruno as a false 9 to kind of compact that midfield and let Bruno do his role. Like, it worked to a treat. And I think you look at the criticism, the scrutiny that Erik ten Hag has faced this season. I think coming out of it with the FA Cup trophy, I think he'll be massively happy with that season. Yes, 8th in the Premier League, minus goal difference. Yes, they were all the negatives. But certainly there's a lot of positive to take from this season. And Erik ten Hag is the main reason for both positives and the negatives. I mean, yes, the injuries you can't really control. But you look at the main positives, Mainu and Garnacho, their development. That's down to Erik ten Hag. That's down to Erik ten Hag trusting them, putting ability in them, training them, and giving them that chance to be in the first team. As well as many other young players. He's given Willy Campoala a resurgent into the team. That's been fantastic. Look at the signings that he made. Yes, some of them haven't worked out, but Amrabat, Onana yesterday, fantastic. Højlund as well, scoring 16 goals in his first season, as well as being most of the time being injured, is fantastic. Like, there are a lot of positives to take from the season. And for me, Erik ten Hag deserves to stay at this job for at least one more season, and that's what I would do. Listen, it's going to be one new window under Sir Jim. See how they back him, see what they can do with Erik ten Hag to kind of give him that development, give him that quality that he will certainly need. And I think he will succeed. I think if we can get another trophy next season, listen, we've got the Community Shield coming up against Manchester City. That'd be another chance to get a bit of silverware. Yes, it's not made a trophy, but it still counts, and it's a big game. We're going to be in the Europa League next season. That's another positive to take, and that's what gets out about winning the FA Cup. Newcastle are out of Europe. Chelsea dropped to the Conference League. Like, it's all these little things which Erik ten Hag has done by winning this game that's massively helped him. And for me, he thoroughly deserves to stay at the club. Listen, just get back the manager. Obviously, there's going to be some people who want him out, but I've watched Erik ten Hag and I can certainly see the vision. When he has everyone back, Martinez, we've had no left back for basically the whole season. Like, with the compromises that we made, it's been fantastic. And to end the season by winning the trophy is absolutely brilliant. So, all credit to Erik ten Hag. I think he deserves the praise that he's going to get with all the scrutiny as well. Like, he was getting grilled by BBC yesterday, Alan Shearer, Gary Lineker. Like, they were talking about his future. I don't think that's helped him. That future coming out from Jacob Steinberg, that report didn't help him, but he said he blocked out the noise really well. I think that's what a top manager will do, and his philosophies have massively been implemented. He talked about when he first came into Manchester United what a mess it was. And you talk about this Premier League season, there has been some positives in this season. I mean, like drawing to Liverpool in the Premier League, dropping them points. Like I think we played well against Arsenal this season. Yes, we lost both times, but there has been a lot of positives. I know it's still relatively early on after the season finished, so we're going to look back at all the moments. But I do certainly think Manchester United have done fantastically well to get a trophy this season. It wasn't going to be an easy season. We know how injuries have massively affected us. Over 60 separate cases of injury throughout the whole season. It was going to be a relatively difficult season. I think Erik ten Hag knew that when the injuries kept coming in. But he has complained, but he hasn't, if you know what I mean. Like, he's just got on with it. And he knows how much the players are important to him. And listen, the review will happen with Erik ten Hag. Obviously, it's not our decision if he stays or if he goes. But I do certainly think the trajectory at the moment is that he will be staying at Manchester United. And I think that's the right thing to do. Keeping him in the job will be massively beneficial for Manchester United. They don't have to go in that cycle. I'm sure Ineos will be happy winning the trophy in their first season at the club as well. But not even, like, since taking over 6 months, 7 months, it's been a great few months for them, and they've played a key part, and they're going to have that decision whether they keep or get rid of Erik ten Hag. But I do certainly think he will get one more season. Obviously, we won't know until the players come back from holiday for probably pre-season, or we'll probably get some inclination soon what happens with ten Hag. But I do certainly think he deserves to stay at Manchester United, and what a season to end it on with a trophy against Manchester City in the final of the FA Cup. It was a fantastic way to end the season. We thoroughly deserved it. Erik ten Hag deserves a lot of praise, and praise that he will get as well. And yeah, fair play to him, because it's been tricky this season. It hasn't been the greatest season. But listen, to dominate Manchester City, to win the game in the manner that we did at Wembley, and with kids scoring the goals as well, Mainu and Garnacho, two shining stars of our season. It's all credit to Erik ten Hag, because he thoroughly has deserved it. Now, this has been a debate video. Should Erik ten Hag stay at Manchester United? Have your thoughts in the comment section below, and let me know if you agree with me. Listen, loads of people are going to have a contrasting opinion. Some people are going to agree, some people are going to disagree. But should he stay at Manchester United? I think for one more season at least. Give him that chance. Give him that chance to see what he can do next season. He might win a Europa League like that. Certainly something that's on the cards. An FA Cup again, maybe a carrot. Like, there could be a lot of, with the players getting back from injury, getting players in. It could be a big season for Manchester United next season. So back ten Hag. I think he's doing a lot of positive things for Manchester United at the moment. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to drop a like, comment and subscribe, and peace.